some in my dad's videos. He's my dad right here.
Hey, you absolute legends. Stu from UAVfutures here, and today, well, we're going to be getting into a real video with some real talk.
Hey, Daddy.
Yes, I did have some other stuff planned, except these two have been a little bit unwell lately. So I recently did a video about, I guess, everything that's been going on with mental health, ADD, getting back into flying, and the response from the community was next level. Like, I cannot express how supportive and amazing this community is, and I feel so blessed to be part of it. We're going to go out to the field in a little bit. You'll see in this video, I won't be going out there in a little bit. I've got some other stuff to take care of, but I'll be going out there and we'll have a bit of a chat about some real things, real issues, hopefully helping some people, sharing some love and having a good time. So stay tuned for that. But I wanted to give an update because there's still been a video last week, but there's been some more coming out. However, these two have been a little bit unwell. So I'm still here, still pumped, absolutely pumped to make content. We're going to go do that in a second, but I wanted to share these two. It's a bit tricky when you've got two unwell children. So let's cut to the field. And I've got some other stuff I'll talk about when these two aren't around. So I'll edit that in the next couple of seconds. But anything to say? I can see you're busting to say something. What is it?
When we fly this, it was terrible. It flies for a few times, and one of the flights, my next door neighbours.
Yeah.
He's called Frank.
Yeah, there you go.
And also, the other few last ones, it kept going right on the face.
All right, Willow, did this fly well? It did? Oh, do you think this flew well?
No.
Gosh, you're snotty. I'm going to have to wipe your nose in a minute.
This one did not. It could only fly for a little bit, then go on the ground and go.
Would you recommend should people get that? No. Anyway, all right, I'm going to cut this. We'll do some real talk when we get back, and these two aren't here. So 3, 2, 1. Radio out here in I want to say the mud field. We're about to go for a little rip. I've wanted to fly here for a little while, but it was important for me to make this video. Got a chance. Grandma's looking after the kids, so thanks very much, Grandma. So I could go out for a little bit, go for a fly in this, I guess you would call it, mud field. If I lose the drone here, I'm not going to be a happy chappy, and if I lose it out there, well, I'm going to get eaten by sharks, so that drone will be gone. I got my I got my boots on because of the mud. Check this bad boy out. You don't want to put your hands in some big crab claws here. That'll definitely take a finger off or two. But the main part of this video, I want to say thank you, some real talk, because after I did that last video explaining everything, talking about mental health, the transition, finding out that I have ADD, the comments and the love and the support that I got from the FPV community was next level. I've never felt more just proud to be part of something, to be here with you guys, to be part of these little flying robots, which are so much more than actually flying. And I don't know why it is that it seems to be there was so many comments about other people struggling as well, people talking about depression or anxiety, and how FPV has really been a channel for them, or people getting sober or having problems with substance abuse or anything like that. It seems like there's a lot of people out there where FPV is almost like their therapy, and I want those people to know that you're not alone. This FPV community really does care about you, and just opening up and talking about it, I guess, is something that's very important to me. And hopefully that if you're watching this at home, and even if I'm just connecting to you watching it right now, that I want you to know that you're not alone, you're cared about, and I'm proud to have you as an FPV brother or sister. So I don't know, it's an important video for me to make, that people don't feel alone, because I know you can look at other channels and other content and Instagram, and everything looks amazing on people's whatever they're doing, and very rarely do people talk about their problems. But yeah, I just want to keep it real with you guys. I'm just like you, I love my family, I love flying around, and I love sharing this message of flying because it saved my life, and I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing without the community as well. So it's not just the flying robots, it's also you guys, and I'm very proud to be part of that. So look, if you're out there at home, if you're struggling, I just want to know that I'm proud that you're here with us. Now I'm about to rip a pack around here. I'm going to see what I can find. Hopefully I don't lose the drone. If you don't find the footage, maybe it'll just be the DVR or something like that. Fingers crossed I do get it back, because I think there might be a little bit of breakup if I go past the mangroves. I have a bit of a straight shot out there, but after that, well, who knows who knows what we're going to discover. I should also mention, I want to give a huge shout out to those people who did decide to join up to my Patreon. And I felt like it wasn't because people were like, oh, I feel sorry for you, Stuart, or anything like that. They really believed in sharing the message of FPV, getting people cruising around, just the passion we have for this amazing care, this incredible hobby. And if you left a comment on that video where I talked about, you know, I guess FPV in real life and, you know, mental health and all that sort of stuff, the support I had there was overwhelming. So if I haven't responded to your comment, this is me responding now. I read every single one. Some of them I got emails, some of them I got messages from my Patreon because they didn't want to post it. It was, I guess, pretty personal to them. They didn't want to put it in the YouTube comments. I read every single. Man, I even got phone calls. Like I got people ringing me up on the phone and just saying, "Look, thanks so much for talking about mental health and thanks for bringing awareness to it, removing the stigma, all that sort of stuff." So it is absolutely my pleasure. As much as I love flying around FPV, there's probably one thing I care about more. Well, one thing I'm maybe more passionate about, and that is just making sure that people's lives are improved. Like that's ultimately what I want to do. FPV was such an improvement to my life and I loved it and it brought me so many things, but at the core of it, I want other people to experience the joys and passions and not feeling so alone, which it seems like a lot of you guys sometimes, you know, that seemed to be a common message, or there seem to be a few people that just needed to hear it, that it's not just you guys, it's also, you know, everyday people like me and I'm sure some others out there that can suffer from those things too. Anyway, enough rambling from me. This was just a huge thank you, so I thought I'd come out, show you this flight footage, drop some comments down below. Let's see if we get this drone back, and other than that, subscribe for more FPV related content. Be kind to each other, and most importantly, be kind to yourself. All right, let's do it. Let's see how we go. Look at my wonderful flight bag. Good old Wally's bag there. All right, let's do it. Yo, check this DVR out. It's actually a little bit sketch, which is why I didn't really push it. I kind of did a little bit of cruising. It was fun to explore, but you tell me if you think that this digital system is a little bit tricky to fly through. I almost feel like analog would be better. However, what I want to use this time for is just talking about that personal video I did a couple of days ago. It's got over 422 comments, right? And look, I know that's I'm not comparing this to other channels or the views or anything like that. I'm just talking about the comments on this video, though, and there should be a link if you haven't seen in the top right-hand corner. They're very personal comments. They're not things like, oh, this drone motor, or I like to use this solder or anything like that. They really are people's stories on there, talking about their real life, their real feelings, because we are all humans, and that's why I'm so grateful for this hobby. You know, we've got Andy, I see, talking on here, and he's, you know, saying he's got some of the same issues. Got so many comments about, you know, staying strong. The community really appreciates discussing things like this. We got like even people referencing Project Blue Falcon, you know, people welcoming me to the ADHD family. We've got one here from Fifth Element. You got me into this hobby about 5 years ago, and this is a big part of his success. And now over 5 years later, he's got 70 hand-built drones. We've got Spoonie J in here, who won a mental health competition about FPV we did a little bit ago. I got emails from people saying, look, this is one of the first channels that got them into the hobby, and that was when they were a teenager, and they work for an electric vehicle company. Got some, you know, Josh has just subscribed to Patreon. He's saying he really enjoys his content. He hopes to help me succeed in a big way. And he always thinks it's bold and critical for content providers to put on this kind of content when an individual feels it's necessary, and it is humanizing, and you never know who it will reach. And that's absolutely true. These videos, this isn't going to be the most popular content that I make on this channel. It's people watching drone racing don't tune in to talk about mental health and ADHD and neurodiversity and all those sorts of things. But it's important for me to make those, because even if it just reaches one person, if it makes one person's day better, then that's what I consider mission accomplished. So I just want to say thanks so much for your support. There is a lot more stuff coming. I just have 2 sick kids at the moment, so it is really hard to, I guess, while the wife's at work, to get some filming done, get some content done and all that sort of stuff, and to do the reviews properly as well. I don't just want to bang them out, but I'm very excited for the future. I want to say, you know, as Donnie would say as well, nothing but love. Man, you should go check out some of these contents. You and your Discord single-handedly carried me through this hobby. I can't thank you enough for that, for having such a great and helpful community. And I think that's a good one to end on, because it's not just my channel. This is our channel. This community here, this FPV place, it is amazing. So look, I'm going to come in for a landing, and this, I got to say, check out this landing. It is pretty decent as well. Look at the breakup there. It's pretty sketch. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm rambling. And check the end of the video. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right. Love yous all. All right, that felt a little bit sketch. I don't know what the DVR is going to look like when I play that back, but I didn't have the confidence to really push that too far because I was getting a little bit of breakup and it was kind of tricky to see. So we'll see what the DVR looks like when I get it back. But I must say, check out that landing. Probably the only safe place to land around here, and we nailed the landing. And if you're wondering what these holes are, they're crab holes, not snake holes. So, well, fingers crossed anyway. All right. Let's wrap this one up. See ya.